Guys, we are back up in the attic of the house where I had a crushed run out the other day. As you can see, there's our crushed spot. Sort of see where that hanging strap's at. We're going to rerun this run out. We're going to take it up high. So when we come back later to change the unit out, we can floor the rest of this area. Make it a nice platform for the unit. First step is I'm going to cut this thing up and get it taken apart, take it off. Here's our old boot with flex on it. When you take the insulation off, it kind of falls apart. We have some crappy duct tape. No Panduit tie on this one. We can take a slit right here, cut it, rip this apart, pull the helix out, then cut the duct tape off through here, rip it off too if we want to. But I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Once you get the duct tape, or you get the helix off, you can pull the wire out of the duct tape. We'll just cut it down there and rip it right off. It'll come right off. We have a nice clean boot to attach to. Here's our flex duct. I cut the one wire on the helix, but everything else looks as it did before, so it definitely needs to come out. Here's where our flex ties into the trunk. See our trunk line going back there into the darkness. A place where no man wants to go. Had a little bit of this foil tape on the outside that kind of just fell off. So you can see how it's set up. Yeah, the same crappy duct tape. Looks like someone. This is typically not the stuff that you see used by professionals in the field. This is more like a hardware store duct tape. So we'll do the same thing. I'll just cut it right here, pull it off. Then we can attach new flex and hopefully have enough room to double it back over this trunk, or over this unit and trunk. Head back that way. Here's our takeoff. As you see, 6-inch. La-ti-da. No damper. A lot of the ones nowadays will have a damper. You have a handle on top to turn and shut. A blade damper that goes like this on the inside, circular style. This one does not have that. The disadvantage is you cannot damper air, force it into other areas of the house. But by the same token, sometimes people damper them back too much and cause an issue with airflow, so sort of a mixed blessing. But you won't be able to adjust airflow to this room, but anything is better than no airflow. Guys, I have my flex run across the top of the duct. I'm going to make a nice, smooth, manual D-grade bend right there. Put a few hanging straps on it and run it back down along through here, back into the darkness. If I can take it over the top, keeping out of the way of our light that doesn't work anyway. Hopefully we'll move that one day, but it'll be much better for the service access to have the old duct out of the way and the new duct run across the top. Guys, we put our UL 181B tape on the inside. We have a Panduit strap wrapped around it. I'm gonna pull this flex up and put a Panduit strap on the outside. I'm not gonna tape it because frankly the tape won't stick and I'm not that concerned about it. Our seal is kept right there. We're going to bunch it up and bring it right up next to the trunk line, and we should be good. Here's our manual D level loop. It comes around here, comes up over. It's going to rest on that ductwork. Not really hung because we got to go below the light. Have a Pender strap on the outside of it. Bring it up to the duct, and there is a screw in the Panduit strap to hold it on, just so it can't slide back off under tension when I'm pulling it and in the future. Guys, we have our flex back down to the boot. I have the inner jacket of the flex will slide over the boot. We'll tape it with the UL 181 tape. We'll put a Panduit around that. We'll put our insulation over the top of the boot. Put another Panduit around that. Put a couple screws in it so it stays in place. Because the boot's not insulated, so we're going to be using the flex insulation to insulate the boot, sort of. Alright, our UL 181B tape, I'm using Polycon tape. That's the brand name. We share about one half of the tapes on the helix, one half of the tapes on the boot. I'll wrap a Panduit around it, then we'll pull the insulation down over the boot. We have it all tied in. We have our Panduit strap. We have a screw on this side, screw around this side just so it will pull off. Put enough insulation down to cover the boot so we won't have any sweating. And we are good to go. Here's our entire boot run and flex run. Starts up there the trunk, rolls around, goes across, over high so there's plenty of access, back down into the boot. And we are done.